everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than like my PAX vlog and any other vlogs before or after, except for maybe next week's vlog, because I don't actually have a lot of video and recording from this. So it's more I'm just going to be talking about the event itself that I went to. I hinted at during my PAX vlog that I was luckily able to go see Critical Role Live Critmas Dragonheart Special. Daggerheart Special, not Dragonheart. Dragonheart is a completely different thing. This was Daggerheart. Where they played as some original characters playing Daggerheart 1.0, their official version of the game, showing it off to everyone in Camden. Not Philly, Camden. You got it, critters? It was Camden. I made that mistake, and I'm near I live in Jersey. I live right next to Camden, and I made that mistake because I heard them say it too many times. But it was an exciting event. I know this video might not be everyone's cup of tea. It's fine. I just wanted to talk about it. The doors for the show opened at 6. I aimed to get there at 6. Unfortunately, due to traffic and other constraints, I was not able to go to it. I was joined by my wonderful friend Martha, who went with me, and she was super excited, and it was a great time overall. The one thing I was most nervous about, though, is when I watch Critical Role. I'm at my work desk. I'm at my work area station right here. So I have my work monitors right here. I have my home and stream monitors right here. I'm working and I'm doing stuff with my hands, with my brain, walking around while I'm listening to Critical Role. I do not really watch it, and I have a hard time sitting and just watching. I used to do it when Campaign 2 came back after COVID, but it's just still like I'm fidgety, so I need to have something to fidget. I didn't bring a fidget toy. I was really upset at that. I wish I had. But when I got there, just got a couple of drinks. We sat down, we got to our table, and we just watched, not to our table, to our seats, and we watched a show. Our seats, we were all the way at the very back, so it was easy to get in and out. Halfway through the show, a family left because of issues that I'll talk about in a minute. So we ended up having a lot of space, a lot of room. We could even get up and just stand in the aisle if we wanted to, if we needed to stand. It was really great, except it was so cold. I am recording this on January 1st, and it is warmer now than it was during the Christmas special. That's how ridiculous it is. Like, this is we are officially in winter in New Jersey, and it was still technically autumn during Christmas, and it's colder then than it was now. That's how cold it was that day. Um, but yeah, I forgot to take a lot of video. I was also nervous to take video. I don't really know copyright issues, so I don't know what I can or can't share when it comes to images and such. So I'm not going to be taking a lot of the images from the show. I'm just going to talk about it, and a lot of the pictures that I shared will just be flashing up and down, and that's all. But the show was an absolute blast. Like I said, I wanted to get there when doors open, but unfortunately there was traffic. I wasn't able to. We got there when we did, and I was able to get a video of the crowd. Unfortunately, there weren't as many cosplayers as I was expecting. I thought there were going to be a ton, but there weren't really. We get to our seats all the way in the back. We see the stage. It's beautifully set up. I loved it. And then when the show starts, we're greeted by Momlin, the most adorable person in the world. It was so cute. I love Momlin, and I will do anything I can to protect her. She was the best. I think her and my mom would be best friends. I love them both. Um, and they get on with the show. If you don't know, if you've not paid attention to it, what they did with this was they were in a fake town called Springvale Springs, Springvale Springs or Spring Valley Springs. I can't remember. And what they were doing is they were actually playing the characters that they were in the intro for Campaign 2 of Critical Role. So like their nerdy outfits and stuff, where Ashley had the face or the headgear for the braces, which I'm curious. Anybody who's listening or watching this or anything, if you were old enough to have headgear, what the fuck did that do? Because I've seen people with like I've never seen someone with headgear now. I had braces. I didn't have headgear. Like, was headgear an actual thing, and what did it do? Because it really just looks like it's something you put on your head and it wraps around, and it doesn't like Does it connect into the mouth? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. They were playing all their characters that they played during the intro song and theme for campaign 2, which I thought was super fun. That was like that's a fun intro. It's one of the more memorable ones, especially with the funky theme and everything else. And they were playing a bunch of teenagers who had to rescue Christmas from different German inspired enemies from German fairy tales. And if you don't know, well, you now know that German fairy tales are incredibly scary. They are the ones that came up with Krampus and things like that. And pretty much every German fairy tale is you're going to die. It's insane. But they were able to put together this whole game based around the holiday spirit, and they had a bunch of different German um German uh how many times am I going to say German? A bunch of different like German folklore fairy tales that honestly I can't remember now. I should have probably looked this up. But eventually they all turned from their human form into a different form. And after the intermission, when they came back out, they were actually all dressed up, and I got so excited when they were dressed up. I was so excited. Um, and it took me. The funniest thing is Travis was a silverback gorilla, and I didn't notice this until I was watching the airing of it on YouTube and Twitch. But Travis says I turn into a giant silverback gorilla toy. I didn't hear that when I was there. I just heard him say silverback gorilla, and my brain was like, "What the fuck does a gorilla have to do with Christmas?" I just it puzzled me for the longest time. Like, what is Travis? Like everyone else, I could figure out like abominable snowman, Krampus, reindeer, um, like tree topper, a Grinch, and a snowman. But I was like, why is Travis a monkey? What does a monkey and a gorilla have to do with Christmas? And it's those monkey toys with the cymbals that they clap and they just sit there and they go. I'm gonna put a video of that. I should put a video of that. I didn't. It took me so long to figure that out. But they eventually save the day and save Christmas. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to recap it. You should definitely go watch it. It's a really fun Christmas special. I had a really good time, but I just wanted to share with you guys. Get honestly, it's really like a way to get some quick content out, talk about going to the show. I met some really cool people there. People to the right of me were a woman and her partner who he was from France, I believe, came out from France, and they went. I believe they were at PAX, but they also went and saw Critical Role here. I was like, man, that is a travel. I had friends who were going to come from Ohio to come see that, and this dude came from France. It was crazy. And then it was also the people next to us. They brought their family. We were talking to them a little bit before the show, and they were like, "Yeah, our kids actually watch Critical Role because we started watching it, and they fell in love with it. They actually had been listening to the Critical Role Christmas special like nonstop when it came out, or not Christmas special, Christmas album nonstop when it came out." And they were like, how long do you think this is gonna be?" And I was like, well, the show is generally about 3.5 hours. So you're going to be looking at about 3 hours plus intermission. And they looked at both me and Martha and was like, oh no. And I'm like, look, the kids will sleep in the car. I know it's going to be a late night. And I'm not a parent, so I don't have any space to say, like, look, kids will be fine. But I was like, I'm sure they'll be okay. They'll be excited to watch it. And she's like, it's not the kids we're worried about. We live down in DC and we own a business and we have to work in the morning. And I was like, oh no. Oh. So DC from Philly is roughly a 3 hour drive. And so when they kicked off to intermission, it was about 2 hours into the show. So it was 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock at the time that they kicked off to intermission. And then they come back about 20 minutes later and get back into the show. The show doesn't wrap up till midnight. So if this family, unfortunately, like I said, they had to leave. So we got 4 extra seats next to us. We got a lot of extra space, but they had to leave. They had to miss half the show, um, and head back home. But if they had waited till the end of the show, which didn't let out until 12:30, and then having to deal with traffic of getting out of Camden and getting on a 95, getting down to DC, they wouldn't have been home till they had to be at work. And that was like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. If you're watching this, if you're ever back up here, I'm gonna buy you guys a drink. It was great. It was a fantastic time though. Like I said, I didn't get as much video recording as I wanted to because I wasn't sure what I was allowed to share, and I didn't take as many pictures as I wanted to because I wanted to be more in the moment. I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to get enough content to vlog, but I'm also trying to be in the moment, and I don't want to dedicate everything to just vlogging. But this was something that like I was really excited to go to. Unfortunately, I'm gonna keep checking to see if I can get the wedding tickets. See if maybe resale tickets aren't too unreasonable for the wedding up in Radio City Music Hall in New York. I want to go to that, but I did want to share this little event with you. Like I said, I didn't get too many pictures. Martha sent me a really good one. I'm I probably posted a bunch throughout this, and I just wanted to share this little event about you and just talk about it and say how excited I was. So if you got to go see Critmas live, let me know what you thought about it. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. I love to have a discussion. I love Critical Role. I love D&D. So if you want to talk about it, I'm always down to talk about it. You can reach out on all my socials and everything else in my discords. Everything's in my descriptions and links down below. If you want to join my discord, it should be connected to my link tree or something, or catch me on Twitch and stream. But that's going to be all. I just wanted to talk about it and give you some pictures from it. Thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button so the algorithm knows that people like you will like me too. Subscribe to the channel so you get updates and notifications when I go live and post new videos. And leave comments down below. I can't say hints, tips, and tricks because it's in a video game uh, vlog. But, like, leave comments down below about going to see Critmas, or if you were at PAX, or anything else, or things you want to see me go do, especially around the Philly area. I would absolutely love to vlog more about stuff in the Philly area. There's a lot to do here. And yeah, be sure to check me out on Twitch and here live on YouTube Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Um, and yeah, thank you guys so much. Please be careful, be safe, don't do anything I would do. Always hug your loved ones. Of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. See you all next time.